So Nintendo's online service has been out for a little bit. And it's really stupid. Although maybe not stupid, but it isn't good. Or should I say it shouldn't exist? Maybe all are accurate. I don't really have anything to say about it other than I don't like it, and it seems the wide reception is that it's mediocre at best. So let's talk about what's wrong with it, even though it's abundantly clear. Okay, so what's included? You get to play online and, fuck. Hold on, let me check. Oh yeah! Nothing else! There's genuinely nothing that's worth buying this service. And you know what? On a personal level, so whoever is watching this understands where I'm coming from, allow me to give some context to myself. I don't play much online. I have a small group of friends I could play online with, but I don't. I could play ranked on the fighting games I have, but I don't. Why? Because I don't want to pay. Why don't I want to pay? Because I didn't have to pay on PS3. Not to only play online. If you got PlayStation Plus back then, it was for extra stuff and wasn't essential to play games. I thought that it was kind of fucked that, as a consumer, we were able to do something for free and that it was taken away. So in response, I refused to buy Plus on my PS4. It might be dumb, but that's how I am. So imagine how myself and millions of other people felt when we had free online capabilities for like a year, and then Nintendo comes in going, hey, listen, buddy, I like you, you like me, and I appreciate that, but things change sometimes and there's nothing we can do about it. So give us more money to keep getting the things you got from us at night. It's bullshit, man. I think it's universally accepted that this online thing wouldn't be so bad if it existed from the get, but instead, they just decided to cock tease us and then slap our balls telling us to pay up or we aren't getting to finish. But you know what? Instead of having a cheek pinned up on the glass, yelling with a muffled tone, foaming from the mouth, let's take it back a few steps. So okay, we put some alcohol in our bruised ball sacks and we paid. What do we get? So with PlayStation Plus, ever since it was introduced, we were given discounts and free games, all within a massive selection of games. It's a good supplement since there's always a store available to you, but it gives others extra perks. It's a good system. What does Nintendo do with this?
They chain us to a bed and fuck our girlfriends in front of us.
Okay, let me settle down for a second. Nintendo gives us absolutely nothing to make its online service stand out. What makes this worse, aside from the whole free thing, was the Nintendo Direct that promoted it before it came out. Now, I understand that if you want something to sell and be appealing, you make it look as good as possible. Polished Shirt would no doubt sell like MVCI when it did for its first month, and its entire time existing, so long as they promote the hell out of it and make it look decent. Nintendo did what it does best and used its Mario characters in cute and interactive ways to make the online seem as charming as they probably could, but most likely to the younger audiences. I think any teenager or even a mildly competent middle schooler would understand that everything they showed was the bare minimum features that the other consoles already have. You can play online, you have access to a cloud to back up your data. Cool, but you know what a pretty big missing feature is? A fucking party chat within the console itself. Since they always want to be different and shit, we gotta use a shit app on our phones and have an extra device on us to be able to do something that should be realistically a standard to meet when making online. That's like half the purpose to play online too, to play with and communicate with friends. If you're playing online and you can't talk to anyone, you might as well be playing with or against the AI. So yeah, the presentation just left most people going, okay, and? But we never got an answer. They give us practically nothing. Hey, you fucking flush with skin? What about the NES? So I'm not gonna say that anybody that likes the new virtual console thing is wrong, because I know there's always a bunch of people that'll go a long way to play classic games. Hell, we could just mod games on our computers and phones, but we all still wanted the classic NES and SNES. What is wrong though, is saying that the new service is better, because it isn't. First of all, you can only get it if you buy the online. Fuck that. Virtual Console was available 100% of the time to the entirety of owners. Second, Virtual Console ranges from pretty much whatever the fuck you want. You could buy Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii U, like come on. You didn't need to, but the option was always there. This new shit is only, what, NES games only? By Why the fuck would that mean anything? I know the actual answer.
Because enter the hardcore Nintendo fan base, and we could play them on the go.
Whoa!
But that, at least in my opinion, on a personal level, doesn't mean much, because I still have a fucking 3DS. Anything I would want to play, I can play there. Fuck a bigger screen, I don't care. Even if they plan to extend this to more than just NES and even SNES games, would it still be worth it? That just depends on how fast they get to it. But that seems to be the issue here, isn't it? Nintendo's moving too slow for things to have a better impact than they would have if they just did it from the get. You know what? I'm shitting on them a lot. I'll say this benefit. Whoever didn't or will never own a 3DS will be very happy, or at least should be, assuming they never played or even touched the classic games. If they buy the online service just to play online, they're getting the perk to have never before played experiences wherever and whenever they want. So I can at least commend them for that. Allowing people to play things they never played and familiarize themselves with older games is always welcomed. Stop taking my money, Kingdom Hearts! Okay. So this whole time I've been ripping on Nintendo and how lackluster their online service is. But I haven't talked about one thing that's pretty fucking important. Is the actual online even good? Well... So, apparently, online is pretty much exactly like how it was before we had to pay for it. And the reason for this is that there are hardly any dedicated servers for a lot of these games. And you know, not everything has to have one. It's not like Mario Odyssey needs a single server to have a functioning balloon thing. But when Splatoon 2, I'll say again, Splatoon 2 doesn't have its own dedicated server, there's a fucking problem there. Splatoon is kind of the required game you need to have a dedicated server for, considering how it's Nintendo's equivalent to every major FPS out there. Splatoon's core game is online, and if it sucks or it's unreliable, then it's pointless. If I remember correctly, the only server that matters right now is Mario Kart, and yeah, it's good to have it on that game, I guess. I love that game.
You should listen to me talk about it and compare it to another Mario Kart. Just saying.
But is that really more important than Splatoon? Is there really more people playing Mario Kart online than there are Splatoon? Boy! Nintendo Online. It isn't good, it's a slap in the face, it's empty, and it changes nothing. It only restricts. And you know what? Yes, it's cheap, especially compared to the other consoles. $20 is honestly not much to drop, but again, when there is only such minor things to take advantage of and several issues, $20 still isn't worth it. Also, yes, I know having servers costs money and it isn't cheap to maintain a good online service. I'm not fully against Nintendo doing this, nor am I fully mad with PS4 for that matter, because there is obviously a profit when it comes to this stuff. They're companies, they need to make money. Things cost money. It only makes sense. My issue with Nintendo doing this is that they didn't do this when the Switch was released. If that happened, sure, people, myself of course included, wouldn't really be happy about it, but we wouldn't be so upset and disappointed. All in all though, I'm upset and disappointed in Nintendo and their service. But this is also hoping that they get their shit together and make it better down the line. And hopefully fast. Because we all know this isn't gonna matter when Smash Ultimate comes out.